I can't serve on this team anymore given that my son is a prime suspect. It's a conflict of interest. Yes, that's true. So will you send me to solitary confinement? Not exactly. You, Mr. Yagami, are sentenced to spend every moment of the day with your wife until further notice.
Ain't nobody greater, we carry the cradle, big bag of potatoes, I pop it potato, come down to this paper, I'm toting the Glock, got a beam like a laser. We gotta go see you later, we right back in Vegas, don't want from the shady, beach slime from the Haiti, a rich lime baby, he smoking some fader, I still super wavy.
Ah yes, high school, the generic setting for all television shows whose target age is 13 through 24. Anyway, this is Light Yagami, typical high school guy. He's got the best grades in the class, all the hoes. What could go wrong in his life? Anyway, he's walking back from class and he stumbles upon this book called The Death Note, and he picks it up and takes it home. Of course he thinks it's a hoax, so he does it once to just be safe, but then it's actually real! Nah, but you can never be too safe, right? So he does it again, this time on some random hornball, but sure enough it works. And then he gets paid a visit by this Shinigami called Ryuk, and he was basically like, "Alright, this is the Death Note. Any human whose name is written in the Death Note will die. You can write the cause of death, but if you don't, they just die of a heart attack in 40 seconds. It doesn't work on infants and toddlers, and on top of that, I think I just gave the Death Note to a serial killer. Oops. So Light's been cooking people for a few days now, and it's gotten the attention of the police department, who decided to have a meeting trying to figure out what is going on. One guy was actually spot on, but they hit him with the crazy allegations and they wasn't taking shit he said serious. But then this LA Noir looking ass nigga walked out and put in that call, and it was answered by some dude named L. And look at this elite level glazing right here, bruh. They was calling him the Michael Jordan of detectiving, on some if the Martians have the death beam pointed at Earth, you better solve it, I want L type shit. But nah, he pretty much just said, hey, give me a pack of 4 Locos, a copy of Slime Season 3, and I'ma have him try not to drop the soap in 7 to 10 business days. Meanwhile, Light was trying to cook up a way to hide the Death Note from his family and the police if he ever got interrogated by them. And as it turned out, he's actually gained quite a name for himself. As the general public is finding out about his actions, he's managed to earn the name Kita. And as he's chopping it up with Ryuk, the police organization decides to go on live and, hello there. My name is Lind L. Taylor, otherwise known as L, and I am in charge of the International Police Task Force. As of right now, we're going to focus on trying to capture the person responsible for all these deaths they called by heart failure. Dumbass nigga. Should've left the fucking name tag off the table. Well, seems like it worked. Hello there, Kira. I am the real L, and this was a test to try and lure you out, and it seems like it worked. Now, not only do I know where you live, I also know that you don't have to be there to do the killing. I'm on your ass, nigga. Bye. Anyway, like a few days have passed, and now they're in the war room trying to figure out who Kida is. And L's smartass was like, check the times of when folks is getting dropped. It's between 4 p.m. and midnight, right? So why not the other hours of the day? What happens during the other hours of the day? School. Coincidence? I think not. And not only did he figure that out, he managed to figure out his whole motivation for this shit. He's only been a character for 2 episodes, man. He might be the smartest in the game since Einstein. But as it turns out, the head of the police force is none other than Light's father. And since his computer password is probably password or some shit like that, Light was able to get access to the police info, and he figured out that they deduced the culprit to more than likely being a student. How is Light gonna respond to this? Well, he decided to just make their causes of death heart attacks so that he could specify the time. So instead of after school, he did that shit every hour. Folks was dropping like flies. Meanwhile, he was hitting headers like Erling Haaland. But L was already a step ahead of him. He realized that the timing of the killing switched up right after they suspected a student. He realized that obviously Kira has access to the police files, but wait, hold on. Light purposely set it up that way so L would interrogate the police, and the police would in turn do the exact same, which would result in L's name becoming public. Anyway, after that, L has all the information of all the families, and then has Light tailed to start off, seeing that he is the son of the chief. Meanwhile, Ryuk was trying to get Light to sign the 360 deal for his eyes, but Light was like, nah, I'm good. I'm trying to live, the fuck? Anyway, he decided to spend some more time testing the limits of the death note, so he started knocking off people in random. He had one dude draw a pentagram, another person write a letter, and then another guy just ran to the bathroom and shit himself to death or some shit like that, I don't know. He had the other 3 guys do some random shit, like for example, one guy was supposed to die in France, but obviously he can't, because he's in jail, so he just had a heart attack. But in doing that, he peeped that the deaths of the people can only be manipulated depending on location, and if it's something like they have to do, then it also depends on what the victim actually knows. So he decides to cook up a plan to sleep the dude that was trailing. So he called up one of his hoes for a date, knowing the guy would follow him. But seeing as nothing suspicious was happening, he decided to conclude his investigation of Light. So he hopped on the bus with him and witnessed the equivalent of Light successfully faking his task. But then this random walks on the bus and starts tweaking the fuck out. So Light pretends to get ready to step up and make a play, but the agent said, nah, I can do it. But then Light hit him with the "how can I trust you" move, which prompted the agent to give out his government ID with his name on it. Anyway, Light faked the robber out by giving him a page of the death note, and a rule about the death note is that once somebody sees the book or the page and they touch it, they can see the Shinigami. So the robber saw it, tweaked out, ran off the bus, and died. Light is out here playing chess, and this is only episode 4, my nigga. Anyway, so he ran up on Ray, the FBI guy, and was like, "Hey, do what I say, or I'ma sleep you, your bitch, your moms, your dad, your sister, him, her, bodies. And you would think that since he's FBI, he's really about that shit. He ain't never scared of nothing. But my mans was on that subway station singing like Mariah Carey on "We Belong Together." What the fuck? That man Light told him he was gonna knock off his girl, and he wrote down the first, middle, and last name of the whole squad, no hesitation. And he thought afterwards he was home free, but Light was like, "Scam, get scammed, bitch. I heard Pop Smoke was performing a set at Rolling Clouds. Go tell him I said what's good." Anyway, back on the police side, niggas is trying to abort the mission because they is not fucking with L at all. They was in there like 50 deep, and Chief Yagami was like, "You know what? Y'all can leave if y'all want to. I don't blame you. Ain't nothing gonna stop you. I ain't gonna stop you. You ain't gonna get fired, none of that. Y'all can go if y'all want to." And it wasn't nothing but like 5 niggas left. And one of them even said, "Ah, shit, my fault. I was AFK. Let me leave game." So they finally unlocked the L face reveal, and they was like, "Yo, this nigga kinda ugly. Boy, what the hell is this posture? This school threat ass posture. Impolite ass posture. Polly wanna cracker ass posture." Anyway, pretty much he just said he was trying to cook up a plan to expose Kidda. But as always, if one of these niggas is 1 step ahead of the other is 2 steps ahead of the other one. Anyway, the FBI agent's girl was trying to find the truth behind her boyfriend's death, and she said she had some leads on the situation, so Light walked in there and hit her with the helpful riz. Stop with that corny shit, my nigga. God damn. Will you shut up? It's been 2 years. You don't never leave me alone. God. Shut up. Anyway, they chop it up for a while, and she reveals that she knows about the fact that Kidda can kill without using a heart attack. And she also revealed that she was with Ray, and Light realized he just got caught up. So he's like, "Damn, I gotta get this bitch gone." Writes her name on the page and starts hitting his end of match dialogue. "Dumbass hoe, should've never dropped the government. Now you and your husband are gonna have Queen Elizabeth. Bitch!" Anyway, she gave him a fake name because she was being cautious about sharing her name after what happened to her husband, obviously. So now he's panicking because if she runs to the feds, it's over. So he tells her she can't go to the task force because the cops won't allow it. And she was like, "Why?" So this dumbass was like, "Yeah, I'm actually a part of the task force." And then he started going on how he was handpicked to be a part of an elite group and everything. And she was like, "Nah, gang, I'm good. I know L, plus I work for the FBI, what the hell?" Now Light was scrambling, so he started kissing ass, and she started feeling him, and he asked her to be a part of the task force, and she agreed, and gave him her actual ID. This nigga just turned water into fucking wine. Actually, no, I take that back. He just turned shit into wine. This is the LeBron James of lying right here. Then Light had to throw her off right quick, so he said, "You know, you're young, you're beautiful. You should be living your best life." And she was like, "Nah, I'm ready to die about this shit, man. Sign me up." That man Ryuk was in the back laughing his ass off. He was like,
"Damn, nigga, I ain't gonna lie, you cold for that one. That was an Oscar performance. Oh, shit. Damn."
And then she was like, "Why are you checking your watch?" "Shit, not gonna lie, I'm Kidda." And you see this shit right here, man? She couldn't do nothing but walk away. That's the face of somebody that knows they just played themselves. Anyway, the detectives in the war room were watching game film, and they peeped that Ray had the envelope, and then they get the call that his fiance got packed. So Elle was like, "Nah, fuck that. I need cameras in all y'all niggas' cribs." Meanwhile, Light was deleting his browser history and making some shit to hide the pages of the death note with his hand, and Ryuk was like, "You're probably popular with the ladies, aren't you?" get it. What the fuck are you talking about? Anyway, since there were so many cameras in the house, Ryu couldn't eat apples in the open because to the naked eye, they would just look like they're floating, you know? So he was telling Light like, yo, I'm a junkie, dog. The same way niggas be tweaking over perks, it's the same way I tweak over apples. Like I will really crash out over this Apple shit. No Steve Jobs, my nigga. So Light told him to go find all the cameras and then look for a blind spot. And he did just that and found 64 cameras in Light's room alone. But Light had a plan. Since he wrote all the deaths in advance, he doesn't have to do shit in his room but look at Playboy magazines and do schoolwork. All the while, bodies dropping more frequently than NBA Youngboy. This plan is so foolproof and Light is rightfully feeling himself. So you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna take a chip and eat it. Real fucking power move right there. Let's fucking go! Anyway, L was kind of annoyed that the surveillance resulted in inconclusive evidence, so he decided to move in on Light. Now Light was taking his entrance exams for college, and then out of nowhere, twirling his toes, what the fuck? L is sitting there looming dangerously, and then eventually the tests end, and they asked the 2 top scorers to go up there, and it's L and Light. But then L told him, psst, psst, yo, I'm L. You wanna come work for me? And then Light was fucking perplexed. He didn't know what to do. Anyway, they got caught in a side quest and started playing tennis. And Light was low-key overthinking it because he was like, should I win? But if I win, he's going to think I'm a competitive person. And he might get the idea that I'm Kira. So I should lose. But no, if I lose, he'll think I'm tanking on purpose, which will make him think that I'm Kira. Anyway, he drops that nigga off. And then they go to a restaurant and he makes him take a test to decide if he's smart enough to be on the team. And he fails, but only because L rigged the game. But then he was like, I think you're Kira. And even if you were, it doesn't change anything. In fact, it would help if you were on my team. Which, that don't make no damn sense at all. But anyway, they get a call, and Light's dad actually had a heart attack. What the fuck? And L was just saying to Light afterwards, like, hey, you might be alright. But you might not be alright. But you might be. Peace. Anyway, they in the war room trying to figure out what the fuck happened with Naomi, and they cut on the TV.
What's cracking, y'all? It's your boy S to the Kenny, P to the Enos on the Real Talk Show, the realest talk show on the motherfucking planet. And I'm sitting right here with the man, the myth, the legend, Kira. What's his last name? We don't know his last name, but we got tapes from Kira, and we about to play them shit. Check it out. Good with y'all young boys. Hey man, y'all know that weatherman on channel 17? Guess what? In 5.8 seconds, he's gonna be heading to a meeting with the higher ups while his body is begging him to come back. Flip to that motherfucker.
Oh, great.
Hell
Jesus
no.
Christ.
What the fuck? You know what? Here go one more for y'all.
Damn, he's really standing on business.
But look, man, I'm really just trying to get rid of this crime shit. So y'all gotta let me cook for real. I'm only doing this for the good of the people. But if you cross me, every last one of y'all is gonna get put on a shirt, nigga. I am not playing. Y'all better tell 12 they got 4 days to cooperate. Otherwise, I'm renovating this whole country. Bye.
L and the gang was in panic mode. One of their mans got slept and everybody was tweaking. Light's mama went back to his room to check on his dad, but he dipped, grabbed him a truck, and literally crashed out over this Kira shit. He walked up on the producer and was like, hey, cut that shit the fuck off. But the producer was like, no, he's gonna sleep all of us if we do. We can't do that. Nigga, I'll sleep you. Turn it off. That man's heart is on 1 HP and he is running around like he is Pac. Anyway, they decided no, obviously. So Kira gave the ultimatum that either the DEA or L had to give up. But hold on though. Light was in the crib just as confused as the rest of the citizens because he did not send that shit. You gotta remember though, Light did not accept the 360, which would have allowed him to see the names without interacting with them. But nah, it's another person with the note. So Light was like, damn. I gotta join the task force so I can keep track of L. Anyway, it's revealed that this girl right here, Misa Amane, is the second Death Note holder. And she's a model. I think she just wants to follow Kira because she fucks with the vision. Anyway, they had Light analyzing the tapes and shit. And while they thinking he's cooking up some crazy theory, he was like, damn it! This nigga is sorry as fuck! What is he doing? Then they get a message from Misa and she starts talking crazy about the Shinigami eyes and everything else. And while L was tweaking, Light was in his head like, yo, what the fuck, my nigga? Who is this? He's a bot! So anyway, Misa left Kira a message and Light was like, fuck, bro, I gotta meet this nigga before he fucks some shit up. So he heads to Aoyama with another member of the task force and he was like, okay, I can find him in the area and maybe chop it up with him, but he won't be able to find me. So Elle won't be able to suspect me again. What an airtight plan, man. I'm such a fucking genius. Found him! And then she drops a new tape saying she found him, and this punk ass nigga right here says, it actually could be Light. Man, you know what? I got some thoughts and theories, but I'm gonna save it to the end of the video, because Elle got it coming, just know that. So she pulls up on him, and they go to his room, and she basically declares her undying loyalty to him because he killed the guy who killed her parents. And she even said that she would be his girlfriend. And this man got up, hugged her, and was like, yes, a girl. I can use her, take advantage of her with my power. Mentally, though, not sexually, because I respect women. Yes, you're going down, Elle. Anyway, he was trying to strategize and shit, and she was like, okay, I'll do whatever you say, but on one condition. You have to go on a date with me. Yo, this dumbass bitch! Alright, look. We can't do that because Elle already suspects me. Damn, I heard he was like the best of the best when it came to being a detective, but I didn't know he was this cold. Get off his dick! So then, as Light was preparing to facilitate Elle's downfall, Elle showed up at this nigga university, started trying to hang out with him while he was talking to the hoes, man. We all got that one mans who don't know when to let people cook. Anyway, after that, he seemed to get a handle on the situation, but guess who showed up again? Fucking Misa! And she drew a crowd, because, you know, she's a celebrity. But this weirdo copped a feel, but Light was like, wait, I can use this, hold on. Because Misa sees the names of the people, right? So it's still GG's. All he got to do is hit her line and Elle cooked that nigga. But after that, he got a call and told Light, hey, we arrested your bitch because we know she's the second kidder. So they started interrogating Misa, but she forfeited the death note as well as her knowledge and memory of using it. And since Light realized he was probably next, he did the same thing. Then Light's dad was like, I can't serve on this team anymore given that my son is a prime suspect. It's a conflict of interest. Yes, that's true. So will you send me to solitary confinement? Not exactly. You, Mr. Yagami, are sentenced to spend every moment of the day with your wife until further notice. Nah, I'm fucking with y'all. They locked his ass up too. Anyway, Elle had them in there for like 50 days and nothing came from that shit. Bodies was still dropping like flies. Light was tweaking. Misa trying to sell her body. Light's dad looking like a 60-year-old Levi. The other members of the task force are telling Elle to let it go, but Elle still being an asshole because he don't have no evidence, which he hasn't had the entire show. He's just a sore loser. So he was like, fine. And he had Light's dad put on an Oscar-worthy performance as a last gasp. But Light Yagami is a Hood Olympics gold medalist in interrogation. He did not fold. So Elle, being the sore loser that he is, he made Light stay by his side 24/7. Light was not fucking with that at all. So they got the squabbling and shit. But anyways, it turns out that the members of the company called Yotsuba have gained access to the death note, and they're knocking folks off. Like to the point where they told the police, hey, drop the investigation and we not gonna kill nobody. And so they do that, and the task force has an ideology off, and Aizawa was like, nah man, fuck this shit, fuck Elle, fuck Light and his dad, fuck that bitch who gave me double coleslaw instead of double fries and Zaxby's, and fuck the Boston Celtics. You left your wallet. Shut the fuck up! Thank you. Anyway, Matsuda was tired of being treated like the water boy. Like no funny shit. He's a whole member of the task force, and Elle had that nigga doing coffee runs. So he said, fuck all that shit. Leroy Jenkins! So he got caught up and was about to get clapped. So he called up Misa and set up a kickback, and they got there and was like, I ain't gonna lie. Shouldn't we have killed this nigga already? I mean, yeah, but are we really about to stand here and let all this ass go untapped? Good point. So Matsuda set up a move, had them pull up to the new building where Elle and them was at, got fake drunk, and then fake killed himself, and then came back with vital information. He was cooking so hard this episode that they named the whole episode after him, dog. But despite that fact, and this big ass University of Alabama Jumbotron showing them talking about sleeping niggas in 12K, 1080p, 60 FPS, saying they're about to renovate the city, this fucking guy is like, I still think it's Light. So they was like, you know what? Let's cook up a plan to figure out their goals and shit. And so they cooked up a script for this con man to use against Misa, and she'd answer questions in an attempt to gain info. But while she was at the interview, Rim the Shinigami pulled up on her and told her, hey, the dude that's Kira, he's trying to tap that shit. Do not fuck with him. And she's like, nah, fuck that. I got a plan. Fucks with him, fake being the second kidder, and got him to confirm that he's the current kidder. Everybody on the team is cooking right now, except for the one nigga who was hired by the United Nations to cook. But you know what? I'm gonna save my thoughts for the end of this. Anyway, so now that we know that Higuchi is the current killer, a plan was set in motion to arrest his ass, and they had Matsuda go on TV and fake like he was gonna reveal his identity, forcing him into a corner where he could either reveal himself or just simply get arrested. So my man starts going crazy. He was speeding all over the city trying to knock off Matsuda, and then he finally got to the broadcast room but realized it was a trap. Popped lights pops and started running again. Like, he actually had 5 stars. Like, this is crazy, dog. And he got caught up on the highway again, but L's mans popped his tires and his Blake. Man, it's finally over, bruh. We have taken down the king of the Death Note. Let's fucking go. Apparently, Light had this whole shit set up months back. He dropped possession of the Death Note, had the other one buried. He told the Shinigami to give the non-buried one to a businessman and then alter the rules to them, which absolved Light and Misa of all crimes. However, once he regained his memories, he told Misa to go dig up the other one and write down L's name so they could sleep his ass. L knew it was Jover too. They had the bells ringing, his backstory slideshow was playing, they had him standing in the rain, he was massaging Light's feet. Wait, what? He was massaging Light's feet? Hey, yo! Anyway, L was about to prove that 13-day rule shit was a lie, but Light was like, you can prove that shit to God, Allah, or whoever you serve, because I hereby sentence you to a system crash. Tell XXX Tentacion his mom is still exploiting him, bitch. They clapped L's OG too. That boy Light don't got no comp no more, but he had to sell it. So check the Oscar-winning performance right here. It's officially Lover, guys. That's gonna do it for this video, man. Yo, what the fuck? Okay, so apparently L has some young boys, and this is Near, and this is Carmelo Anthony, and all you need to know is that Carmelo is a crash dummy, and Near is basically Kobe to L's Jordan. But L was supposed to choose a successor or number 2 or whatever, and he died before he got the chance. But this old head selects Near, and Melon leaves Hogwarts. So now some time has passed. Light got his crib, he's got his girl that he's unfortunately stuck with for life. Nigga still dying. Life is good, man. Boom, police chief captured. Boom, police chief dead. Then Light's sister got kidnapped by Carmelo, Vin Diesel, and Derrick Henry. Then they told Light's dad, hey, if you want your daughter back, cuz, you gotta come to LA, you heard me? And then Light called Near trying to collab, but Near was like,
This is L? Okay, buddy. Good one. I'm on my own, and I'm on your ass.
But they realized since they were both after the Death Note, they might as well work together. So they decided to both head to LA to try and rescue Light's sister and catch the culprit. But then Light's dad got extorted, and they took the Death Note no problem, and Carmelo slept everyone on Near's squad. Anyway, he gave the note he had to his pops, had his pops cut the deal, but he also had him go and try to get the other one back, but shit turned into a fucking gang war, and so his dad pulled up on Carmelo, and Light thought he had the game in the bag, but he forgot his dad is a pure bot, and Light essentially just gave Rudy Gobert the ball at the 3-point line and told him to pull that shit for game. And then this man's father got met with 100 shells, then this man pulled up, so Melo blew up the spot, and Light's dad was sent back to the lobby. Anyway, George Bush went on the stand and was like,
direct message to Kira. You got it, B. We do not want no smoke no more. You got that shit.
those cowards! Fuck! Yes, I've won. So that move by President Bush disbanded Near's little group, but he decided to keep it pushing regardless. And then Carmelo showed up and told him that the rule about the 13-day shit was a lie. So he called up Light and was like,
Hey, bro. You know I know, right?
know what?
What you mean? What?
It's you, bro. And Light had no response for that shit, right? So do you know what this nigga did to retaliate? All this intellectual warfare going on this entire show. And this man fucking swatted him, doxed him, didn't even try to play it off either. He was like, damn, Near, I heard you in a tight situation right now, B. That's tough. After that, though, Aizawa was thinking, maybe Light wasn't a crewmate after all. And so he called up Near and started singing. Didn't even have to get hit with the McDonald's bribe, nothing. And with all that information, Near pretty much confirmed that Light was Kira. Then he went to search Light and Misa's house, but he didn't find shit because Light gave the note to his #1 dick rider and he started cooking. And he was cooking so much that he knocked off the spokesperson for Kira. So then he had to go get a new person and he picked Light's ex, Kiyomi. But like I said, he was overcooking. So Light had to tell bro to chill out. He couldn't contact him directly since Aizawa was watching him. So he decided he was going to put in that call.
You up?
Light.
I got a hotel for the night. Come through.
Wait, don't you have a girlfriend?
See, you're asking too many questions. Pull up, man. Fuck. What's good, baby? So of course he fucking cooked, got in contact with his supporter, and secured the number 2 spot on his roster. Anyway, back at HQ, Near gave the gang a call and he was like, hey there, sorry, L, since you don't want to admit it, I'm in your hood now. I wonder how long it's going to take me to find you. And I want y'all to look at this shit right here. Because he's been in Japan for less than 24 hours, right? And look how quickly he connected the dots. Something that a certain person with only 1 letter in his name couldn't do. You know what? Hold up a few more minutes, y'all. Anyway, Misa and Kiyomi were having a my man off, but while that was going on, this fucking bot killed this predator in electrical in broad daylight and got caught in 4K. It's Yagam over. Then Kiyomi started pressing Light about Misa, and while that was going on, they matched Mikami's Death Note handwriting to the work handwriting that he had. And yeah, man, them walls closing in, Light. Might be that time. Near called him and was like,
Hey gang, it's time.
oh, it's time?
Yeah, it's time.
1 p.m. A word?
By the shed. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it! Then he gave Kiyomi the order to cook, but right as she was getting ready to go to work, Mello and his crew came in and kidnapped her. And Mello ran off, but this man got cornered and was like,
Shit, y'all got me. But this is a country with very strict gun laws, so I know y'all ain't gonna shoot.
Anyway, Mello took her to this location and told her to strip. And while he was driving, she cooked his shit and sent that crash dummy back to the lobby. Anyway, she was begging Light to save her, and he was like, did you do it? I mean, yeah, but... okay, bye! And he wrote her name down because y'all already know, hashtag no evidence, you feel me? Anyway, it's finally time for the meetup. They get there and Near is sitting there masked up. And he says they need to wait some time to confirm Kira isn't among them.
How long is this going to take?
Anyway, he was like, the second Kira is on his way here. And he's gonna write down our names, but we switched out his notebook with fake pages. And Light was over there grinning like shit. Cause he was like, yeah, I really am the greatest chess player ever. Everything you thought of, Near, I thought of that shit 3 times already, nigga. I am him, not them. Him. And you're gonna die. In 3, 2, 1. Game over, Near. And then Near was like, gotcha, dumbass. And so Light did what everyone who has ever been caught in 4K being imposter has done.
No, fuck that shit, Don't believe a word this nigga say. He's lying, he killed, and self-reported. Nah, hell no.
But what he didn't realize is that when he said, looks like I win, his mic was still on. And so now this man has officially been caught. And instead of just taking his L, no pun intended, he tried to have an ideology off, but nobody was trying to hear that shit, especially Matsu. Get his ass out of here. I really don't know how the fuck he got up and ran off. Well, I mean, I guess he is the main character, so he should have plot armor. Anyway, Ryuk said, well, it's been real, my nigga. And that's how Death Note ended, man. Overall, I'd give this shit an 8 out of 10. But it should have ended on like episode 14. L. Lawliet has to be the stupidest smartass in the history of anime, television, real life existence. This man suspected Light as being Kira practically the whole time they knew each other, right? And not once did he think, maybe I should just prosecute this nigga. I know what y'all are thinking.
Miles, you can't do that. You can't just prosecute somebody off of suspicion alone. Like, what if they...
First of all, shut up. Second, the Central Park 5 was a case back in like 1980-something where these 5 kids was accused of sexually assaulting a woman, right? And they were arrested with very little hesitation and very little evidence. Now, they were wrongfully convicted, but my point is that it's not past the police to just lock people up off of suspicion alone.
But Miles, there wasn't enough convincing evidence against Light to overpower the evidence that cleared Light.
Okay, take the OJ case for example, right? There was evidence that cleared him, right? Like the whole glove shit, I think. There wasn't no DNA on it. But even with all of that, it's a general consensus that it's an 85-90% chance he did that shit, right? So I say all of that to say, even if there was decent evidence to clear Light, the fact that he kept finding evidence against Light should have been enough to just say fuck it and deal with them. But instead, this sleep-deprived, hungry hippo, pale bastard would get all the evidence and be like, he did do that one thing that guilty niggas don't do, so he's clear, I guess. But then when all the suspicion is off, like, he be like, nah, it's you, bro. Nigga trolled for 19 episodes just to die and have his young boy solve the case in like 2.5 episodes. Over half the Near Saga was just him stacking evidence against Light. He damn near knew instantly. Fucking dumbass. Just sat in the chair looking awkward as hell. Hair greasy as fuck probably. Toes all out on the floor. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show y'all exactly how this shit should have gone down in the form of an Among Us game.
Alright, L. You called the meeting, so what's good? Who do you think it is? Not gonna lie, I think it's Light. What, L? We talked about this, bro. Matsuda saw me turn on lights. Damn, you're right. Never mind, you're clear. What? L, what the fuck, bro? What, Near? It's obviously Light. How? He turned on the lights. Why would he be an imposter? My bad, y'all. My mic was off. Kiyomi, I cook better than you. And after that meal, who does he go to bed with? Damn, you're gonna go for that, Misa? One mic! Shit! Like, what task have you done? I turned the little things up in that area to the right. Yeah, shut the fuck up. Vote this nigga out. Any last words, Light? So y'all are just gonna believe this nigga blindly? And what if he's the imposter? You know what? Fuck it. I can't play with y'all smooth brain ass niggas. Vote me out then, since y'all apparently love dick riding niggas as soon as they join the mix.